planet that is back there?
That planet back there, that's Saturn.
I see the rings of Saturn.
Oh, man.
He's a space yard.
You see that moon? That was Titan.
The moon Titan. In the bottom right, we have defeating MVP in the first game, his ID.
Liquid Hero.
Make sure that hair doesn't get in his eyes. And in the upper left.
No, making sure it gets in his eyes just right.
Thanks,
for the optimum look.
This player is...
I am MVP.
It's stylish to have just a certain amount of hair over the top part of your eye. MVP CE doesn't quite have it. That's why handsome Hero's just a little bit more handsome today. You and I, we're dumb. We have short hair.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I don't know. I got the haircut of a bro.
We'll never be K-pop boys band stars, man.
No.
It's just not going to happen with hair like this.
No.
And also the fact that we're not Korean.
Listen, we need to find 3 other nerds, okay?
Yeah.
And we're going to start the Caucasian male K-pop band.
I can actually sing some K-pop songs the entire way.
And
want me to do one? Lolly, lolly, lollipop, ooh, la, la, lollipop.
Oh, wow. How did you memorize all those lyrics?
It's a pretty hard one.
And then what we're going to do is we're each going to get our different haircuts, because that's what you have to do if you're one of these pop groups. Like Dan's going to be the funny one. I'm going to be the
Mohawk one.
The Mohawk one. Well, you're going to have to bleach your hair first of all. I'm going to have to get some weird, like, kind of hipster Mohawk haircut. We need to find someone who's going to be the shy one. We get Wolf. He'll be the shy one.
Oh, okay, that works.
And we'll get Wolf. What are the other archetypes?
Kaldor will be the bald one.
Yeah, he can be the bald.
All right, so I like the map choice here by MVP, and I love the build choice by Hero.
Yeah.
He's going to go straight into a Forge Fast Expand. This build has been all over the place lately. Everyone's doing it. Players from just about every team. I want to go ahead and shout out Oz for really popularizing this.
So guys, get your notepads out. Copy this build. It's new. It's cool. It's strong.
I watched all the Forge Fast Expand VODs out there, like 3 times a piece 3 days ago. I have them all in my builder notebooks. I know every branch of every type of this build at this moment. But anyways, there's a lot of ways he can go with this, and I want to see which one he wants to go for. So far, he's following the build exactly. The build is exactly the same up until about 37 supply, where it starts to differentiate a little bit. That's where we're going to see. When does this guy want to get his 3rd Nexus? When does he want to get extra gateways? And does he want to get a quick Robo? Because you're either going to go additional gateways into Twilight, or you're going to go Robo, or you're going to go ahead and take a really quick 3rd. Now, MVP knows his stuff. He's going quick expand and then an instant 3rd command center. This is how you go about it's countering this. It's perfectly done.
It's similar to the situation we saw where Hero identified that Lenok was turtling. He got a bunch of spine crawlers. We'll just replace spine crawlers with the cannon at the start. Cannon can't attack you, or get up, get legs, and run into your base. Oh. So he's saying, all right, well, I see that you're going to not be attacking me for a little bit here. You're actually more concerned that I might attack you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to one-up you. I'm going to make an additional command center now, on top of the one I already have.
Hero's build right now, he hasn't started armor or attack on the Forge. The normal timing to start those is right before the core finishes. So either A, this is a mistake, or B, he might be lining up upgrades with a certain timing. But also, this could just be okay, there we go. The armor attack going up. That is very late for this build, which is one of the big strengths of this build, is that you can actually go so quickly into your upgrades. So that's a bit peculiar. He hasn't shown us yet exactly where he's going with this, whether it's going to be another expansion or not. I'm actually just stoked to see exactly what it'll be. If he wants to add gateways for a pressure, he's going to have to do that within the next 10 seconds or so. Adding another gate. I do think he's going to go into Twilight Council Tasis.
All right, just taking a peek there.
All right, so going right up to 4 gates. Now, will we see him put on a pressure, or will he just throw down a Twilight Council? I'm waiting, Tasteless. I'm excited.
I'm not sure. I love it when we get new builds like this.
Robo. Very interesting.
Getting a third gas. We'll see if he gets a fourth in a second here.
Yeah,
and I also like the fact that MVP, with the third base, he's hiding it. Now he's going to land all of his mules over there. The only way the Protoss would find it is if the Protoss was really smart and he scouted the Terran's base and just started to notice, wait a minute, and with the observer, of course, there's no mules here, ever.
All right.
What's going on?
Yeah.
That's how you tell if they have a hidden base.
And, by the way, there's the Twilight. So, there we go. Back on to, it's a pretty standard anyways. I actually like it with the Robo and the Twilight. You do have such a sick economy at this point. You can't really be attacked yet.
Is MVP going to be at risk of a two-base timing push here?
I don't think so. I think he's probably going to be fine. He's getting his starport already. His stim's going to be done, his combat shields. He's going to have to add a bunch of barracks, though. He really needs to get his production going pretty quickly here. Now, Hero's actually getting a +2 armor. Oh, this is pretty cool, Tasteless. Are we going to see him actually throw down a Templar Archives here and go for some sort of Archon Zealot, which would give him supreme map control, and, MVP would not be able to stop him from killing off that third base?
It's possible. I'm really wondering when Hero's going to find that third base.
This is actually so fascinating. It's his own twist on this build, and we're going to see a lot of these over the coming months, unless this build disappears completely for some reason, some counter that we aren't thinking about yet. But I love seeing this little twist of his own. He's like, all right, you know what? I'm going to get the quick Twilight and get that quick +2 armor to make my Zealots insane. He is adding a lot of gateways as well. There we go. The Templar Archives going down.
All right, Observer in here. Let's see if he notices anything suspicious. Well, he's not even going over the minerals.
He's going to...
Ghost Academy coming up here.
Really well-timed Ghost Academy.
Yeah, it really is. Now,
Hero still has zero idea about this.
When exactly do you think Hero's going to take a third, Artosis?
As Charge is finishing, he can take a third for free unless he wants to hit a timing. Because with Charge and +2 armor, and any Archons that he wants to add, he can add in like 1 or 2 Archons with this army, and it will crush through MVP with that +2 armor and Charge.
All right, he's got these sentries in the middle of the map here, attacking a factory. Now he's backing up.
Now he cannot engage that army yet. He needs to macro up a little bit. His gates are just finishing. He's a few more units in here. He does have a lot of energy on those sentries, and he also has to be careful, because if MVP picks up while he's in the middle of the map, then that's the only way he can really be hurt.
Okay, the factory coming in here for a peek. And MVP's backing off now. Now note the supply difference here. That's due to the fact that Hero has been down on bases but doesn't know it. He thinks they're dead even right now.
Yeah, he actually thinks that he's ahead because of MVP not having that base, because his expansion was so quick. He's got really great upgrades. He hasn't had any damage to himself yet. Hero has to be feeling great right now. MVP's hidden base, though, it's so important. All right, the third base going up. He has plenty of units to be able to support that. Psystorm almost done.
Whoa.
Yeah, wants to get those High Templars up to help him out.
Okay. He's got to keep that army together. They all move at different speeds. Mm-hmm. And the third Nexus now going down. So MVP's going to be in his 4th base while Hero's going to be in his 3rd. Hero also about 20 supply behind.
And here we go. That was not really all his units together in the right way. MVP has a nice spread up there, so Psystorm not going to be quite as powerful. I don't really like Hero attacking up into there. He's going to start getting confused pretty soon about how much he actually is seeing, especially with such a late third. He's going to be like, what? Like, really all of 2 base? So something's going to start ticking in his head.
All right. Terran armor on the way. The 3rd base almost done. And now the center is going to be reclaimed by Hero. MVP needs to maintain the illusion that, they're even. Now he moves in. Now the sheer number of Terran units is pretty scary here.
Oh, not the best force fields,
bad force fields, actually.
Yeah, that actually helped out MVP a lot. You have to be very careful with charge lot-based armies nowadays. Obviously his great upgrades are going to help him out immensely, and he's pretty big macro, but a great Terran like MVP can kite against that for days. So you really do have to be super careful.
MVP almost maxing out. And it looks like Hero's about 3/4 of the way there. Now, this is a scary part here because MVP can actually just dive in here and potentially just win this. I mean, that's a scary army. Nice Storm!
Nicely done, indeed.
That got a big chunk of units.
Yeah. Now, we do have a lot of ghosts coming out, Tasteless. And that could be very scary if he gets an EMP off or snipes off on these High Templars.
If he gets EMP on the sentries as well.
Oh, a nice size Storm again. Doing a good job.
He isolated the ghost, but...
Oh, man, they have so many hit points.
He didn't even kill. Oh, my God. This is going to be really bad.
Yeah, this is a little bit rough.
Look at the arc here.
Good EMP on those sentries. Unable to throw down as many force fields as they'd like here. MVP with some great macro and some great micro. Showing it off. And, in fact, Hero in a lot of trouble.
I think Hero might be scratching his head right now. A little bit confused by what's going on. But actually, a nice warping around there. He manages to drive him back. By the way, it looks like MVP can remass up in no time. He just needs to evacuate these medevacs, actually. He should probably just sacrifice some Marauders. Never mind, he's got some reinforcements coming in here.
He's going to have never-ending reinforcements, I do believe, Tasteless. Hero at only 124 supply against 158, but let's not forget, Hero's one of the only Protosses that really can battle from a supply deficit and come out on top. He's
very true.
Claw's another one just like that, where these guys just know how to fight with Protoss units.
Can you just do a check for me? Just make sure that Hero doesn't know about the
oh no, he doesn't.
The hidden base.
I've checked this like 90 times this game because it's so important.
All right. Now he's doing what he did in the previous game, sending Zealots over here to interrupt the mining. But again, I don't know if Hero's fully aware of how behind he actually is. By the way, how many minerals at the hidden base still?
It's still got decent amounts. It's got, some patches have as many as 1,300.
We got a drop over here, taking out some pylons. Oh my God! If you got the cybernetics core or even the probes,
yeah, any damage you can do here is huge. And in fact, he's gonna MVP. Looks like he wants to attack up into that.
Oh, nice! Beautiful Storm.
And the drop's still going down.
Oh my God! He's not focused on the drop.
Oh wow! Yeah. He doesn't have blink either, so he can't really micro the stalkers all against that. Now this attack at the third base still going on. A nice size Storm going down.
I think this drop in the main is actually going to screw Hero over.
Yeah, it really is. Look at the supply difference
attacked
at this point.
in 3 different chunks. All right, he's barely going to hold it.
It will get cleaned up in the main, but I mean the attack down at the third base is ongoing. He's going to bring all his units down there. MVP just continuing to rally down.
Backing up a little bit. I think Hero might actually hold. I don't know how he's actually holding this because MVP is at 160 supply.
Yeah.
Hero's 100.
It is what he does, but he's not going to hold it for much longer. Tasteless definitely lost this game. Really cool build, really cool play from Hero, but never scouting the map. He's going to be frustrated with this one, Tasteless. Can he come back in game number 3 and take it home and go to the round of 8?
We're going to find out. I don't know. I mean, granted, Hero will get to choose the map. What map do you think he's going to pick?
Let me think about that for a second.
Hey guys, we're not saying that he's completely dead yet, but I mean, let's face it, this is like a really tough situation.
He's still going to fight back for a long time because you can't kill Hero, but MVP's taking yet another base. His units are never ending, his drops are coming. Yeah, Hero can't possibly really win this.
All right.
He's sure as hell going to try, Tasteless.
Very nice. Once again, just moving in here. Oh my God, another pylon going down. Yeah. MVP is just doing so much damage here. Again, a surprise attack over here with the third base. He should have been targeting the Templars there. So it looks like that could be deflected. MVP's at this point in time where he could just, sick, forced to cancel. He could basically just keep throwing stuff endlessly and bury Hero with units.
He can do bad trades for the rest of this game. As long as he's trading at a certain percentage, he's going to actually come out on top.
It can be like a 60-40 trade. It's still okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, Hero still has a big army, though. He's going to continue to fight this off. His upgrades are superb right now at 3-3, but the +3 armor almost done for MVP. His +3 attack just finished a little bit ago.
All right, how much longer can Hero hold on? Probably a very long time.
Yeah. He's the guy that, defend the Nexus or whatever that use map used to be called.
Oh yeah,
That'll last forever, man.
The way the Nexus has like
Thousands
500,000.
Yeah. Well, in this case, thousands of Terran units.
Rain's units are like the army of 300. They're like the army of Sparta. Those guys were dumb, by the way. He's like, I'll give you land. Give me your land and I will give you my protection. They're like, no, dude. I'm like, yeah, whatever, Xerxes.
That's right. Asus is a coward.
I am.
So, I mean, this is just, it's way too much for Hero to actually hold on to. If he thought that, let me check if he actually sees MVP's additional base in the center. He does. He knows about that as well. MVP even expanding to the bottom left also. You know, sometimes you do hit a Terran that is getting low on economy while doing this, and sometimes you can wear them out with really great defense. If he knew about the other bases that MVP has, that top one and the ones on the side he's taken, I'm not sure that he would stay in and continue to try to live.
You know, the funny thing is that while this is going on, MVP is just taking more and more and more and more and more of the map. He's taking both mains. And, yeah. Now, there's a hidden base over here for Hero, but we'll have to see if he can actually get probes over there to utilize it. Watch, in like 30 minutes from now, Hero comes back.
That would be awesome. That would be pretty spectacular. A lot of things have to happen, though, before I get really excited about this game again.
Okay, MVP going to try to come in here and once again chisel down Hero. The thing I feel bad for about Hero is that I don't know if Hero's fully aware of. Well, and he will know after this game because they'll tell him he had a hidden base. But right now, it's like he lost the game the moment he opted not to scout the map.
Well, yeah,
and he's like really exerting all this energy and effort. Well, like, what if he loses game number 2? Do you realize how hard it is to kind of concentrate and hold off attacks like this?
Yeah.
For this long?
No, I know. It's actually very tiring, but you might think that it's tiring for MVP as well, and maybe Hero just has this great
more
stamina. Yeah. You have to actually judge how much stamina someone has.
Yeah, some players have much better stamina than others.
Hero continuing to hold this somehow, some way.
Somehow, he's not out of the game. I don't know. All right, and I think if he gets this Nexus here, and it looks like the next wave came in here, this should be GG. I do believe. And he lands the mule. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
The GTFO mules.
On to game number 3, Tasteless. I thought about it. I want to see Atlantis spaceship as his choice. The longest of the map, the spread outness of the map.
Stay away from the Terran, wear him out, harass.
It's harassment, exactly. That would do so well. And don't forget that with Warpins, the distance of the map, not as important for Protoss as it is for Terran.
Let's see if you're right. I think you are.
Yeah, I mean,
it makes sense.
He could pick any map because of his style. But yeah, I definitely want to see in Atlantis split spaceship. Could be Entombed. We'll see. It's about to come up. And actually, it's going to be Daybreak. Not a bad choice either. A very long map. One he's going to feel more comfortable.
He's very familiar with.
But again, you have to take into consideration how familiar is MVP really with Atlantis spaceship.
I don't know.
Probably not so much. But, it's a good choice. We have most of our epic PvTs seem to be on this map.
Yeah. It should be a pretty long game. Maybe there's going to be some crazy cheese, but generally this map allows for some long games. You got to be careful with your Colossi on this map. There's a lot of kind of hallways and valleys you can go down, but they can get Vikings on the side and hit them down. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So your prediction: who takes this?
I think Hero. It's his map. He's confident on it. I don't know if he has a special strategy planned out, but I would say Hero.
I want to see how the strategies actually pan out here.
I do still believe that no matter what, Hero and MVP are going to get another improvement.
I feel like that's the case as well. I want to see MVP do the mass barracks style.
Where you push?
We saw him do it one time in the last group, where, you just have a ton of barracks before you get any medevacs. I'd love to see that, but this isn't my favorite map for that.
Right.
That's like, it feels like that's made for a map like Entombed. Much more open, I don't know. We'll see what he actually chooses to do here. If he does that style and Hero tries to go with the Charge Zealot strategy, I could see him taking it.
Hero just builds 2 gateways and set MVP's base.
Oh, that would actually be, what a mind game that would be. Picking a big map like this and just doing an all-in like that.
Yeah. Well, pro gamers have not been scouting their mains anymore.
Some people don't, man. Sometimes they don't. They're just like, nah, man, I'm ready to get those extra minerals. You're not doing that.
That's what I would do. My GSL finals.
Yeah. Just not scout your main.
No,
wait, no. Do the
gateways
proxy
in his
gates.
base.
I believe it too. You build a proxy gate and a forge.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm gonna get you, nerd.
Watch out, nerd. Tier 1 all the way.
Tasteless like gets gas just to get plasma shield upgrades for his cannons and shots. Like Tasteless, that's actually a terrible idea. That's a terrible misappropriation of your resources.
I'll just mine the exact amount of gas. Take my probes off gas and get those extra minerals for my cannons. All right, let's go.
Could write a book on why that'd be terrible.
You could write a couple volumes on that. Why that is actually the
Volume 1 because it's terrible.